Hey guys, it's Josiah here back with another video. Today I actually wanted to cover the six best niches, in my opinion, to pick with offers in 2024. Okay, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Jozy. I scaled my agency from 0 to 50K in under 90 days, right? Without any paid ads or using any money on just advertising, just purely via outbound emails and etc. Right? And right now I'm helping other agency owners, other people looking to get into the agency game, scale their agency. Right, and there's a link below if you want to learn more, etc. But that's not the point of the video, right? So today, I actually wanted to make this video because from working with so many marketing agencies, I've had the opportunity to actually target different niches, right? Using, of course, cold email. And there's niches that work, there's niches that doesn't work, there's niches that kills, there's niches that like you can throw anything at them, they're just not looking to they're not looking to hear it via cold email. As much as you want to change the offer, make it more desired outcome, there is also just subpar to some niches where like a mediocre offer can just kill it out of the park. Right. So picking the niche is like one of the most crucial things to kind of like success via outbound. Right. And I wanted to give you guys my six top niches that I would use, that I would pick in 2024. And I've actually like run campaigns into every single one of these niches. And not only that, I'm actually going to give you the desired outcome, the advertisers they're looking for, and the pain points that I've done while I'm doing my research, right? To essentially kill it in this niche. So you're going to get everything. I'm not going to hold anything back. And what I actually want from this video is in hopes that you take this, of course, add your spin to it, right? And of course, email scripts. And of course, there's going to be more videos on how to do that and actually get results from actually picking one of these niches, right? Now, the first one is kind of the medical. So when I mean medical, I mean like dentists, orthodontists, XYZ, or like healthcare practices, and like all of that kind of like play like the whole niche. I'm just going to class as medical. Now, of course, if you go more specific, if you start with like orthodontist, XYZ, you are going to get more results just because you're being more specific in who you're targeting, especially if you have a case study in that niche. But what I found is that niche really likes like prepaid appointments, right? So if they're able to get basically a patient to prepay and pre-book the appointment, it actually has a high likelihood of the patient coming up because they deal with loads of no-shows and they're just wasting people's time. Another thing is more patients, more revenue as well. I've actually tested like more inbound patients, and that seems to work as well. Now, who they want is patients. Now, when I was doing research, I know they want patients from like certain sizes, or like like certain age groups, like younger audience or younger patients, older patients, these type of patients, right? The pain points that when we're running an outreach that we used to get appointments. And by the way, all of these like industries here, I've got appointments in all of these industries, right? And I've made offers in all of these industries. So I'm not just talking from like thinking, right? One thing that they don't like is following up with leads, right? They don't like following up with leads. They don't like talking to leads. And we use that as more of like, we'll book the leads on your behalf on a done for you basis. So you don't have to like convert the lead yourself. We'll just come to your clinic and then you can just service from there. Calling leads as well, no shows, difficulty converting leads. So even like one lead magnet that I'm just thinking now you could use is basically a lead conversion script. So you can send them over a lead conversion script and be like, hey, we've used this lead conversion script to convert 50% of the inbound leads that our clinic got. Mind if I send you over? Mind if I send that over? Boom, a quick lead magnet, right? So essentially, this is the main things that you could use to get more appointments in that niche, right? And this should give you a foundation. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, it's being more specific and it's actually being more quantifiable. So how many prepaid appointments? Also, you can add a guarantee in there if you want to, of course, crank it up as well. The next thing is like tech, right? Now, tech could be like SaaS startups, or it could actually be cybersecurity, or it could actually just be mainly, I would say, like anything in like the tech, like service providers, XYZ, or like even ERP services, right? Which basically means like, I forgot the name, but it's basically a software implementation, right? What we found work well in this kind of community, now less more for SaaS, but more for cybersecurity and tech, is actually like high ticket clients and inbound leads. Like these guys really like inbound leads. They don't like going after people. They really like people coming to them, right? And what they actually struggle with is long sales cycle and difficulty explaining the unique value proposition. So difficulty in actually coming up with an offer that stands out, right? And what we've used that is, of course, even revenue as well. We've used that to mainly touch on the basis of how many inbound leads they will get, how many high ticket clients we can help them close, right? And when we mean high ticket, it could be anything from 100K deal to like 500K deal, right? And actually saying that people are going to come to their IT business instead of them coming out, right? And that's just because they believe that, well, from what we've seen, they believe that people coming to them, they're more educated, they understand how cybersecurity works, and essentially shorten the sales cycle. So they have very, very long sales cycles, like anywhere from like 3 to 6 months, right? In order for people to make that decision. In terms of the people that they're looking for, it's more like CTOs and founders and like CEOs as well. And that's the people that you can, of course, say in your message. So instead of saying like, we will help you get 50 inbound leads, we will connect you with 50 CTOs of 7-figure companies looking to install a new software, right? Each month, or you don't pay. Like that offer right there is so specific that like it just rings bells, like it just resonates in your prospects' ears, right? And literally makes them wake up and wanting to know more about your service. Okay, agency is pretty straightforward. So appointments with high value companies. So they're looking for many appointments. That's the biggest. That's the desired outcome. Who they want to talk to is founders and CMOs. The thing is about agencies, they want to talk, especially like more established agencies. They want to talk to more established companies and brands. So brands that already have the foundation, brands that are already doing kind of marketing, and they just want to like crank it up, right? Like brands or companies that are already winning, right? Now, the biggest thing that agencies struggle with is struggling to stand out. That's one of the biggest things. And they see this in terms of low positive reply rate, low booking rate, everything's just that. They have low trust in lead gen providers, right? Relying on referrals and word of mouth. This is a big one. So they can't actually pick the next client, right? They're just waiting for clients to come to them. They don't really pick, they can't pick the next client. And what that's leading to is just inconsistency of revenue. So you can, of course, use that as a hook. Are you experiencing inconsistent revenue? Are you relying on referrals? And then go into the appointments, and of course also revenue as well. Like all of these want revenue. Like none of them don't want revenue, but some of them, of course, revenue just like baseline. Like you want to be making it more specific. Okay. Another thing is like dealing with low quality leads, calendar empty, things like that. That of course you could use. And of course you can use this in the ending of your offer. So let's say we help you get appointments with high budget companies of 7-figure, basically 7-figure high budget companies. You're talking to founders and CMOs that are actually looking for your service, right? So you can use that kind of spin to say that, hey, these are very good quality leads, and you're not going to be dealing with people that don't have the money, right? Now, investment companies. So this could be like anything that sells anything to investors, really, and like investment packages. What we found work really well in this niche is high net worth individuals and exclusive investors, exclusive accredited investors, right? So if you can get them like an exclusive pool of accredited investors, they're more willing to, of course, accept it, right? And kind of the ideal audience or the ideal avatar is high net worth individuals, family offices, accredited investors. And the things that they don't like is they don't want to use ads. They want to find the right investors, and they're really struggling to raise funds. Like some of them, yeah, they're raising funds, but they're not raising enough funds, right? They need to hit like a certain amount of fund quota in their eyes. And yeah, they're just struggling to basically find the right investors, just because what we've seen in that industry, it's mainly more word of mouth. If you know the person, you know the person. They don't tend to run as much ads in that industry or as much advertisement, right? And that's what we've just seen from our kind of speculation. Now, in terms of kind of the e-commerce side, now this is like one of the ones that is, I would say of all of them, probably the most difficult one. And that's just because like standing out right now in e-commerce is just getting more difficult by the day. And you need to make sure you have the good foundation. But if you were to target e-commerce, this was the thing that we've used to help us get success in the industry, right? I'll say first, number one is being specific, like e-commerce, like going after like sporting goods, furniture. We've seen sporting goods, furniture do a really, really good, like get really, really good results. We've also seen supplements get very, very good results. We haven't seen cosmetic get as much results as the rest. That was basically a bit down. But things like jewelry, glasses, etc., they get really, really good results, right? And the thing that we're promising is increased revenue and profit, right? Really talking about profit, highlighting that, of course, we help you not just increase revenue, but actually make more money. And that could be like decreasing our cost per acquisition. Another thing is also D2C growth. Now, a lot of people are relying still on like retail partners, and they're getting like 50, 40% of their revenue from retail partners, and they want to expand their D2C side, right? So we can kind of position yourself as more like D2C partners. But we're going to come there and be a partner of your direct to consumer side and actually build that up for you. In terms of avatar, this is specific, it's just customers things. And the pain points that we've used is outdated marketing channels, struggling to sell unwanted stock. Now, this is a crazy one. I remember coming up with this. It's just like they have stock. Some of them are seasonal. So especially, I forgot what it was, sporting goods are very seasonal, and some furniture as well is seasonal, and they have a lot of like unwanted stock, like stock that are actually struggling to sell, right? And if you can come in and say, hey, we can help you sell that unwanted stock, it could like literally make you set yourself apart from other agencies, right? Reliance on retail partners, bad experiences with agencies. So how I would do this is mainly just go really on the risk free side. And especially for e-commerce, what I've seen work the best is using a unique mechanism. Like we do TikTok shop ads, right? Or we do Instagram ads, or we do Google ads instead of Facebook ads, right? Or we do influencers, right? That has helped, like especially us, differentiate ourselves from other agencies. But also having a guarantee in place helps you like differentiate yourself from other agencies, especially for like the bigger brands that have worked with so many agencies, right? And especially in the e-commerce world, it's so like getting agencies, like people just have agencies all the time, right? So it's very common for them to have agencies there, right? Not getting enough of the right traffic to the website is another one as well. So make sure to get more of the right traffic to the website. It's a very good pain point to kind of pull up on. Another thing is industry. So industrial is one that I don't see a lot of people talking about. So a lot of industrial industries, such as like the B2B distributors, industrial equipment tools, like they actually need to like sell a lot of different tools, and they actually cost quite a lot because they're selling to manufacturers, distributors, and they really like one order could be anywhere from range from 100K to like even some prospects talk about $1 million contract, right? So you don't need a lot of them to make that, of course, client profitable, right? And what we've seen in terms of desired outcome is that inbound inquiries, they like bulk orders, and they like increase in revenue, right? So more orders, bulk orders, inquiries, that's kind of the language they speak there. And the avatar is manufacturers and distributors, right? So that's what they're looking for. They're looking for people to buy their equipment stock, and yeah, like a lot of them haven't even tried marketing. They're relying on referrals and trade shows, and the difficulty that we found is actually it's difficult for them to expand into new markets. Okay, so yeah, so these would be the top 6 niches I would pick with offers, right? And by all means, you can copy and paste this. I'll put the doc below, and of course, you can have this handy to you when you're doing it. But the main thing that I want you to like know is just like the way I'm thinking about it is the industry, the desired outcome, avatar, pain points. So like if you just know this about an industry, you're able to just make angles, make copy, and make offers, and actually like build something that the market wants because you just know the foundational kind of like pains and problems, right? And you can use this as well in anything else, like your content, your any like VSL sales layers that you do. You can use this, and yeah, that's all it from this video. If you like it, just drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.